Hi kids, welcome to our last day of Rocky Railway VBS where we're trusting Jesus to pull us through. I've had so much fun riding the rails with you on this awesome adventure. You've trusted Jesus' power and showed His love to others, and I am so proud of you. Before we roll into our last Family Friday stop, I want you to remember this. Keep looking at God's power. Trust Jesus, because Jesus will always be there to power you through hard times, giving you hope and courage. Trust Jesus.
We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life
Welcome to Imagination Station. I really can't believe it's our last day together. I've had so much fun making discoveries with you this week. Today, we're discovering that Jesus' power helps us be good friends. Trust Jesus. But before we dig into that, I get to ask you one last time. Did you bring your imagination today? Since it's our last day at Rocky Railway, we need tons of imagination. I was talking to my friend Lawrence Elk, and he told me something amazing. Did you know that an elk can weigh as much as 730 pounds? I said, Lawrence, how do you power up to carry all that weight up a mountain? And he told me he eats 20 pounds of vegetation every single day. Do you have any vegetation where you're at? In a moment, I'm going to have you run to the nearest vegetation and touch it and then run back. It could be a houseplant or a flower or even a bag of carrots. Hurry and come right back. Now that we have our imagination sprouting, let's find out today's question. How many toes do elk have on each leg? Do they have 2 toes or 4 toes? Think about your answer. Ready? Okay, time for the drum roll so I can reveal the amazing answer. And the answer is elk have 4 toes on each leg. Imagine that! It's our last day at Imagination Station, and today we're going to make power bands. Yay! Steam trains get their power from either wood or coal. So you can use wood beads or coal beads on your power band, or you can use both. But we get our power from Jesus. Every day at Rocky Railway, we discovered something new about Jesus' amazing power. So you'll add 1 cross to your power band to help you remember Jesus' power in your life. I'll walk you through the simple steps. As you work, remember that Jesus' power helps us be good friends. Trust Jesus! Before you start, you'll need to find some tape and some kid-friendly scissors. And you may need a family member to lend a hand. In your kit, you'll have 10 beads. Some will be coal beads. Some will be wood beads. And you'll have 1 cross bead and an elastic band. The first step to making your power band is to tie a knot on one end of the string. Just like that. You're going to put the band down and grab your tape. Tape the band down either to a table or the floor. This is going to make it easier for you to string the beads. Next, thread your choice of beads onto the string, making sure to include at least 1 cross bead. You can do any pattern that you want. Now, remove the tape and work with a partner to tie the strings around your wrist and knot it so it fits just right. I had a grown-up help me cut the ends off my band, so now it looks nice and neat. Every time you wear your power band, you can remember that Jesus has amazing power, and he uses that power to help us. And since we know that Jesus' power helps us be good friends, trust Jesus. You can be a good friend by praying for someone every time you look at your bracelet. Thank you so much for joining us at Imagination Station here at Rocky Railway VBS, where we've learned that Jesus' power pulls us through. Trust Jesus.
Kids, I hope you have had so much fun with our Imagination Station this month and that your power bands remind you of the theme for this week. Zeke and Elizabeth, can you remind us what that is?
This week's theme is Jesus' power can help us be good friends. Trust Jesus!
That's right. And so many of you have been such great friends to kids you may never even meet by donating backpacks full of supplies to the Boys and Girls Club and for donating so many pairs of shoes to foster children. I pray that you've had so much joy as you've experienced generosity this summer and that the kids who receive your gifts receive God's joy too. Now, even though our Operation Kid to Kid challenge is over this summer, make sure to keep your eyes open for ways that you can give and be helpful, and do that every single week this summer. We are grateful for you and we're so proud of you. Now, a lot of you shared with me your rock painting challenge this week, and I hope you had a lot of fun tucking those away for other people to find. This week we have one last family challenge for you, but before that, let's review our verse of the week. Ellie, can you help us out?
This week's Bible verse comes from John 15, verse 12. Love each other as I have loved you.
That's right. Great job. Thanks, Ellie. Now, Pastor Grace is going to share with us one last family challenge.
Hello friends, it's already time for our final family challenge. And this week's challenge is for you to decorate doorknob hangers. So on these doorknob hangers, you are going to color in some pretty pictures, write an encouraging message, or write a Bible verse. You could write things like, Jesus loves you, you are a good friend. Let's write some encouraging messages on this, make it nice and beautiful, cut them out, and go hang them on our neighbor's door. And when they see that doorknob hanger, our prayer is that they will be encouraged, knowing that you are thinking about them and that Jesus loves them. So let's go and decorate our doorknob hangers.
Kids, what a joy it has been to travel the Rocky Railway with you this month. I hope that you've had a great time learning that Jesus' power pulls us through. Trust Jesus! Now, every time you see a train, I want you to remember that just like trains, no matter how long or how heavy they are pulled by a locomotive engine at the very front, that when your track takes you through things in life that are scary or hard or difficult, that all you have to do is ask Jesus for his power, and like a locomotive engine, he will pull you through. I have had so much fun with you as we've blown off steam on Move It Monday, and as we've learned more about the Bible and some special Bible friends on Wisdom Wednesdays, and as we've done fun activities with our families and bless our community on Family Friday. I hope that you have had a great time as well. And just remember, even though our ride is coming to the end of the line, you can always go back and watch these videos, and no matter what you go through, you can always ask Jesus for His power, and His power will pull you through. Now, I know lots of you can't wait until VBS comes again, and even though that's not till next year, I have a secret for you. We already know what VBS we're going to do. So I am going to let you get a quick sneak peek of what next year's VBS will be. Let's check it out.
Get ready!
I am a priceless treasure. God knows me, God hears me, God is my comfort.
To embark on an epic quest
Nothing better, forgiven and chosen forever.
and discover God's greatest treasure.
I am a treasure. I am a treasure. Treasure.
Next year's VBS theme is treasured, and we are going to be learning that we are God's treasure, loved and treasured by Him forever and always, even if it doesn't always feel that way. But before we wrap up our Rocky Railway, there is one special person that we need to thank. Our favorite, Engineer Eddie. Engineer Eddie has spent many hours with us on all of our watch parties, recording lots of fun things on video, and teaching us so much about trains. So Engineer Eddie, we are so grateful for you, and we have a special message just for you.
Thank you, Engineer Eddie. We love you. Love you. Thank you, Engineer Eddie. We are so Thank you, Engineer Eddie. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Engineer Eddie, for being with us at VBS, and thank you for sharing some cool train facts with us.
Trust Jesus. Thank you, Engineer Eddie. Choo-choo. Thank you, Engineer Eddie. I love seeing you on our VBS. Thank you for being such a good engineer on our train.
Engineer Eddie, thank you so much for being our engineer on this Rocky Railway VBS. Now let's get the train rolling one more time because it's time for our final theme song.
We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting Jesus to lead us. We're on the right track. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. We stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. Trusting in you. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you.
Kids, we have come to the end of the line on our Rocky Railway, and I hope that you have learned this summer that no matter what you go through, Jesus' power will pull you through. Say it with me one last time. Jesus' power pulls us through. Trust Jesus! Now I want to remind you that you can still remain connected with us. All you need to do is sign up on our flock note and you'll receive all the information for our weekly Sabbath events as well as our events for the rest of the summer and what ministry will look like going into fall. Can't wait to see you then, and thanks for joining us on our Rocky Railway. We love you. Have a great summer.